Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa and I love to create content surrounding gaming, tech, hobbies, setup, all of that. Now, Hogwarts Legacy has been out for a couple of weeks now, so I've definitely been able to play through the game. It's been out on new generation consoles and PC, and it will be coming out on previous gen consoles and Nintendo Switch in a couple of weeks. I wanted to share my top 10 tips for new players in Hogwarts Legacy. Also, it's important to note that this video doesn't have any story spoilers in it. However, it may have a few progression spoilers, but in terms of what you can unlock throughout the game. So tip number one is how you customize your character. In the initial character creation stage, it's important to note that you actually cannot change your eyes, your nose, and your mouth individually. This actually depends on the preset that you choose for your character. You can, however, change your hair, the hair color, but just important to note that what you choose for your face is what you're stuck with. Tip number two, upgrade the amount of spell slots that you have as fast as you can. The combat system, especially on consoles, is detailed by these little 4 spell slots. Within your diamond, you can have 4 different spells slotted, and I would recommend upgrading that as fast as you can to allow yourself to have even more diamonds that you can switch between. It's definitely a talent that you want to upgrade because as you progress through the game, you're going to unlock a lot of spells and you're going to quickly outgrow that initial diamond. So it's best to already have this ready to go, so that way when you're learning new spells, you'll be able to slot them in straight away. Hi there, future Marissa here. I'm currently editing and completely forgot that I missed this sub point of this tip. So tip number 2.1, we're gonna say, is actually how to slot your spells. As you play through the game, you're gonna notice that each enemy will have a different color shield appear. Now you can only defeat these shields if you use a spell with the correlating color. Now, to make this easier, as you unlock multiple diamonds throughout the game, you're gonna find that you're gonna be switching through them constantly. Now this is gonna get quite annoying and frustrating to have to remember exactly where certain spells are slot. So to make it easier, I really would just recommend slotting the same color in the same diamond each time. It's actually going to make such a difference, and you're going to know that no matter which diamond you're on, you're always going to know that, say, your left one is purple, your down one is yellow, and your right one is red, your top one's probably red as well, or green, depending. It's going to be a lot easier, and it's going to make those really intense fights a lot more manageable, so you don't actually have to keep your eye on the diamond. Tip number 3, choose what you upgrade in your talent point system wisely, because you will only get a certain amount of talent points to spend throughout the duration of the game, so you cannot actually unlock everything and you cannot take back anything that you have upgraded. So, choose wisely because that's what you're stuck with. Tip number 4 is how to unlock the eyeball chests. Now, throughout the game, you'll come across these lovely eyeball chests, and the way to actually unlock this is that you have to complete a certain part in the story that lets you unlock the disillusionment charm. So the disillusionment charm allows you to turn invisible, and this is how you're going to actually unlock it. Give yourself a little bit of distance in between. You want to use the disillusionment charm, then sneak up on the chest. You could literally just walk in front of it because it's not going to detect that you're there, and then you can open it, and each chest will grant you 500 galleons. Tip number 5, choosing your house actually doesn't have that much of an impact on the game. It has one major one that I can think of, which is a house exclusive quest. Now, personally, I am a Hufflepuff, and I think the Hufflepuff one is the best. It's actually pretty cool, and it's definitely worth checking out. Tip number 6, when you unlock it, do as many Merlin Trials as you can. This will really help you along the way. So what Merlin Trials actually do, it lets you unlock more gear slots in your inventory. Now you're gonna find that as you're exploring the world, going through dungeons, defeating enemies, you're going to be picking up a lot of gear, and it's definitely not great when you can't actually have it in your inventory because it's full. Tip number 7, don't forget to check your collection rewards, like in your main menu. So what this actually does, that as you progress through the game, it's kind of like little challenge rewards. So you will be able to collect, cosmetics, other upgrades. Personally, I really liked how they incorporated this into the game, and I thought it was like a fun way to actually make sure that you're doing certain things, and it gives you, I guess it gives you something else to do as well. It gives a little, for those completionists out there, it's a fun little thing that you get to check off. You also unlock really cool cosmetic items, upgrades for your abilities, and it proves very helpful as you're progressing through the game. Tip number 8, take your time exploring the world. It is a pretty big world, and you will find that as you're flying around, walking around, you'll come across a lot of dungeons, a lot of like hidden chests, and a lot of these actually contain the customizable options and the furniture options to customize your room of requirement. But I collected as much as I could, and there's definitely still more that I could go back and finish. Tip number 9, when you progress enough through the story, you'll find that you're able to unlock the ability to collect magical beasts, because these magical beasts actually hold the necessary items that you do need to upgrade your gear in the game. And finally, number 10, if you choose to go down the dark arts path, it doesn't actually have a direct impact on the story, how characters perceive you, but for the most part, it's generally fine. I don't know if they'll, add on to this later in DLC or a second game, but just note that you can be a Hufflepuff and be casting the unforgivable curses. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you want to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button and like this video so I know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.